All right, so we're gonna let people trickle in here. Shin, would you like to go first today because you didn't get to go last week? What is the theme of the week, everybody? Shoulders, and where can they go? Away from each other or widening. So that's Alexander's direction for shoulders. And we're just gonna see how that applies to instruments today. What would you like to play today? Chopin, okay. Just bring those hands up. Don't start playing for me. So we're not gonna play yet. Unthink that first note. Now go ahead. I relate to the students here very much because I was a conservatory kid, or on that pathway, practicing 6 hours a day, 8 hours a day. You don't go to the movies, you stay home and practice. And hearing some of their stories, their injuries, we're all in the same boat. And so being able to find something that's going to help them see the bigger picture, I love that. That was great. So Shin, we're gonna do our Alexander lie down. Who would like to go next? My name is Joe Schaefer. I'm a human being, Alexander technique teacher, and also a musician. Initially, music was just kind of, you either had to play an instrument, be in choir, or you'd be in study hall. So I decided to play the string bass. But when I went into middle school, I was diagnosed with a heart arrhythmia. That kind of limited some of my physical activities. And that's where I started to really get into music. It was like a real outlet for me. During the day, I'd have orchestra. You'd have study halls where I'd go and play. After school would be jazz band. Practice at night. Once I found out that I could make it work, I would like to put all my effort into that. Getting into high school, I made district jazz band multiple times, district orchestra. I made regional orchestra, winning everything, feeling good, starting to get all these accolades, seeing all the effort paying off. I could listen to something by Victor Wooten or Stanley Clarke or Edgar Meyer and there you go, easily play it. And then after you get an acceptance letter to something like Peabody, most of these prestigious conservatories, they'll have 10 to 15 students in a studio. And so that's internationally, that's a cool moment to be at the top. But then life just didn't, things don't always work out how you want them to. Senior year of high school, I was playing for the musical. There's a lot of tremolo or very exciting, fast movement. And I eventually got tennis elbow in my right arm. Went to PT, and using one of their machines, it ripped my ulnar nerve out of its normal groove. I had to have a first surgery, which is an ulnar nerve transposition. Then felt something else in my elbow, and it took over a year just to diagnose what that was. Ultimately caused me to have a huge surgical intervention. My goal was to be in one of these big symphony orchestras like Philly Orchestra, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. And I remember holding on to it to the bitter last. So whenever this elbow was bothering me, I would still just be running scales with my left arm. Once this felt better and this arm was in a sling. I was practicing bowing or like fingerings. It's very challenging to come back from things like that at that level. To have all these opportunities and then to lose them all, it was really, I kind of felt useless or like pointless. I have to take a regular heart medication. What that medication does is slow your heart rate down. And I'm a very thin person, I don't have to take a lot of it, but if I were to take, there's a nice peaceful lake up where I grew up in the Bloomfield. I went up there with the idea of kind of taking the whole bottle and then just kind of swimming out into the lake and then just kind of ending things there. In the moment, that feels like it's your only option. But I just felt like there was something else that I wanted to do. I still had things to say.
Tell me something that'll help me and solve all my problems. The world's dissolving and it just repeats. It goes on and on and on and on and on. That's what nature brings. As I try to derive meaning from those things. So here it comes and there it goes. And here I am, I'm all alone. It opens up, it closes shut. Yeah. It turns on, then it turns off. So here I am, I'm at the door, I'm holding on, 'cause I want more, and all I have is all that I am. And there it went, so much for heaven sent, rises up with the sun until old Adam's bent, down to a river, down to a lake. Anoint my arm in holy oil, watch and wait, 'cause you got me again. I'm questioning who's to blame. Was it all my fault, Joe? It must have been so familiar, and it's so, so sweet. I never make it off the ground anytime I leap. I'll get the gist, I'll make this quick. I'm slowly digging myself out of this hell, this hole, in this pit. So here I am, I'm at the door, I'm holding on, 'cause I want more. All I have is all I am, and all I am's all that I can. Here I am, I'm at the door, holding on, 'cause I want more, and all I have is all that I am. It's peaceful out here. I love taking walks in the morning. Anything that kind of brings me back to nature and then even myself.
It's nice to have those moments to reset or kind of come back and find some sort of balance. After my injury, my bass teacher at the time, he recommended I see a performing arts doctor. I didn't really know what that was, but I found an Alexander Technique teacher. What I took from the Alexander Technique is that I was putting too much effort in the wrong places. Like, it's not that I wasn't trying hard enough. I was almost trying too hard. I was so concerned about the music and the notes on the page that I completely forgot about myself. After that, I started to really get into composition. It just helped me through not being able to physically play, so I could at least think about it and have some sort of creative outlet and still be connected to music. I guess because of all my music connections as a performer, that kind of helped me get work. And so I continued on that for a few years, and at this point, I get regular commissions. I was recently commissioned to write a piece for a local choir, and the concept of the concert is what makes us human. We settled on René Descartes' "I think, therefore I am," a classic quote, and I'm kind of paraphrasing his journey through that philosophical sequence for him. When I'm working by myself, I approach classical music very differently. I try to just see the bigger picture, don't worry about all the notes on the page, and kind of just, it doesn't have to be perfect all the time. So we kind of started with this groove chorus.
Cogito ergo sum. Cogito ergo sum.
And then the men would come in.
Yes, I consider myself as having a face, hands, arms, and legs, that's great. Women, cogito ergo sum.
Back to the men.
It's all composed of flesh and bone.
Women in the background.
Cogito ergo sum.
Through high school, I was led by instinct, these unconscious habits, and the path that I saw was to go to a conservatory and play in a professional orchestra. It's like, this is it. This is the only way. You have to do it this way. But life has so many options. Now I participate in music in a much wider environment, from musicals to choirs to orchestras to jazz bands to folk bands to bluegrass, ragtime. Like, I never would have done those things before. We have habits with everything. Social habits, mental habits, emotional habits. We think the same things, we do the same things, we eat the same things, you talk to the same, like all of it. And just sometimes taking a step back, pausing and redeciding to do something different, that can be huge.
So far I found my way. So far I found my way out. All the whiskey in the water, all the devils and their daughter, all the side eyes and spineless necks. Oh, well, now it all keeps me guessing now. So far I found my way out. So far I found my way out. All the press they've been preaching, all the music without feeling, all the temper tantrums from the privileged will. Goddamn, now everyone's a critic will. So far I found my way out. So far I found my way out. All the sunshine getting dimmer, all the trees getting trimmer. Soon enough the earth will start rumbling and we'll pretend we never saw it coming now. So far I found my